Hello, beautiful people. Today is Friday, April 23rd. So this week has been an interesting one. It's been very busy. I am really getting back into the habit of figuring out my schedule for filming. And I'm just gonna plan for the rest of my life to take off a week from social media and work and things like that, just as a fast. That's gonna be the standard for my life, because I find that it helps to be a reset and a recharge, just to make sure I'm clearing out the cobwebs and assessing where my thinking is and all that good stuff. So yes, this week has been good. It has been challenging. I'm really grateful for leadership at our church, encouraging us to deal with some different issues in our lives. And challenging, right? But it's good. I think it can be so easy to go day to day as a believer, as anybody, to go day to day through life, just kind of living, making decisions, doing things, and to lose sight of the fact that there's a lot going on. We have attitudes and dispositions and habits and perspectives and opinions and thoughts that can be detrimental to our development and to our growth. Being able to identify those things and to pause and address them and to see change, I think that requires a level of intentionality and reflection and a commitment to growing that we don't always see in the world or the church. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for our leadership. I really am, because they don't want us to stay where we are. And I think that's a thing that people use as a measure of love or friendship. It's they accept me as I am. Stop. Right? That's the end of the sentence. And it's wonderful to be loved for who you are and to know that you are fully embraced. But I think there's a deeper love, because it's like God, right? There's a deeper love that loves you as you are, but doesn't want you to stay there. And we've heard this. I've heard this in church said before, but it's so true. And there's such a beauty about it, because and like any good parent, right? Any good parent, any good teacher can love and fully embrace a child or a student for where they are. But their goal is growth. If you go to college, or you're in school, or you're in any sort of training at all, the person, your instructor, can have respect for you, can care about you as a person, but ultimately their goal is for you to grow, to go from where you are now to a different place, a higher place, a better place. And that's something I really love about God and about the leaders at our church, for sure, is that they are intentional about wanting us to grow. And so I plan to keep that pattern for the rest of my life, where I just take a week off every month, pull away from just extra stuff, like TV and movies and just things that can eat up my time and my energy. So yes, this has been a good week. I have a lot of things actually I do want to talk to you guys about, but I'm not sure I want to do it tonight. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it. But I just took some notes, man, and it's just I still think it's just an absolutely beautiful thing to just remember that God, the God of the entire universe, loves us and cares about the things that are going on in our lives. You can't pass that up. What an honor that is. So yes, I'm grateful, because there are things I've been talking to the Lord about and challenged by and just asking questions about, and I don't have all the answers by any means, but there is a confidence growing and there's an excitement growing, and I'm excited because God loves me as I am, but He's intentional about me growing. He wants me to grow. And even sometimes when I don't want to in certain areas, right? We may not want to grow. Even as children, I can remember times where my parents would give me a responsibility or something. I didn't always want to do it. Even, in college, I would get responsibilities. I'm like, no, I don't want to do that, but people see potential and want you to grow. And God knows your potential better than anybody else. And He wants you to, the fullness of your potential, He wants it lived out. So, yeah, I'm excited about that. I'm excited about God. Grateful that He still loves me, that He will forever love me enough to pull the greatness out of me. yeah, and that comes through correction. That comes through hearing things I may not want to hear. That comes from me giving up things I may not want to give up. But ultimately, really making sure I trust the Lord, you know, in everything. It's been good. It's been challenging, but it's been good. And one thing I wrote in my journal, I just wrote, like, the reality of God's love, it hits me like waves, you know, like, I think I know and understand it, and then I'll be like, man, just reminded of the depth of it and its beauty, and, I mean, it's unfathomable. Like, no one, literally no one in the world will ever love you like God. They can have the best intentions, but they're flawed because they're humans, you know, and you may get on their nerves one day, and they may get on your nerves, you know, but God's love is perfect. It's never ending. It doesn't, like, it's not based on what you do. It's just based on who he is. And yes, he definitely has a standard. But even when you fall short of his standard, that doesn't stop his love, you know? It does affect the relationship in terms of, like, how clearly you hear him, or, you know, different things like that, how he's able to move in your life, but he still is, like, in pursuit of you with love. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful for that for me. Yeah. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.